Hi, welcome to another episode of Legends of TikTok. I'm your host, Dan Doug. Today we're going to be talking about a TikToker very near and dear to my heart.
I love you, dude.
This TikToker is all about airplanes. It's very appropriately named Airplane Facts with Max. Could say a lot about him right out of the gate, but I say it might be better just to jump right in.
I'm an aircraft mechanic, and this is an airplane fact with Max. Today I'm in front of an aircraft's engine, and behind me you'll see these fan blades. Something that makes these blades a little bit different than the blade carried by Aragorn in The Lord of the Rings is that these blades weren't actually forged by the dwarven smith Telkar in the first age and then carried by Elendil in the second age as he led the last alliance of elves and men against Sauron and the armies of Mordor until eventually he was slain by Sauron on the slopes of Mount Doom and his blade was broken, but then the shattered hilt of Narsil was picked up by his son Isildur and he used it to cut the ring from Sauron's hand, thus defeating him and diminishing his power until eventually the blade that was broken was reforged anew by the elven smiths of Rivendell into Anduril, the Flame of the West, which was then carried by Isildur's heir, Aragorn, as he led the armies of men against the might of Isengard and Mordor during the War for the Ring at the end of the Third Age of Middle-earth. But these blades are made from titanium, and I think that they're pretty cool.
You think you're going in for airplanes, and you get airplanes. It's like the airplane is used as a metaphor and the metaphor becomes bigger than it's a whole thing. In this case, it's the fan blade, which is made out of titanium, and he tells the entire story of Aragorn's sword. What's hilarious about his profile is it's almost designed like if you look at it, nothing about it would tell you that it has anything to do with Lord of the Rings at all. It's only airplane facts, but every piece of the airplane is compared to Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I get it.
And it's just something about his deadpan delivery. This is an airplane fact with Max. Not a crossover you would expect, airplanes and Lord of the Rings, and it really makes no sense, but it just somehow works. All right, let's go to a different part of the airplane.
Aircraft mechanic, and this is an airplane fact with Max. Today I'm in front of the aircraft's emergency raft, and something that makes this raft a little bit different than the rafts in The Lord of the Rings that were gifted to the Fellowship by the Lady Galadriel and her husband Celeborn as they were leaving their gilded realm of Lothlorien, is that these rafts will probably never be used to sail the Fellowship down the river Anduin to the mouth of the Falls of Rhoros, where Frodo's going to decide to break with the Fellowship and head by himself over the Emyn Muil before he's accompanied by his best friend Sam on his quest to destroy the One Ring of Power. But these rafts could help you evacuate the plane in case of a water landing, and I think that these rafts are still pretty cool.
Thing that I think the internet needs right now, it's people who talk normal. You know how influencers or video creators have this voice that it's like, hey, welcome to my thing. Hey, you won't believe what's next. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like by the end of watching any YouTube video, I feel like my nerve endings are like burnt to a crisp. It's all about you getting engagement, getting clicks. I understand why people do that. But Max kind of proves you could also just be yourself. And if there's anything that Max is, it's definitely he's himself. He started posting around 2 years ago after his wife tragically died. He talks openly about this on his page. He started posting these videos after her passing, and he never expected to get any traction or to be a content creator or anything like that, but his page is absolutely blown up. It's really cool to see something cool like this happen to somebody who's gone through something so tough, because life deals all of us a shit hand sometimes. I mean, he's focusing on trying to be a good dad for his kids and posting content that he enjoys and connecting with people online in a very positive way, and he's a very positive force. I think that's pretty cool. Let's go to the airplane window.
An aircraft mechanic, and this is an airplane fact with Max. Today I'm on a 787, and next to me is the aircraft's window. But something that makes these windows a little bit different than the windows on normal aircraft is that the window shades actually darken electronically. And so when you press this button, the window actually begins to fade to black. But something that makes this fading a little bit different than the fading that Frodo experienced after he was stabbed by a Nazgul on top of Weathertop in The Lord of the Rings is that this window actually doesn't begin to fade because of the evils contained within the Morgul blade, which was carried by the Witch King of Angmar, which resulted in Frodo having to be carried on horseback by Glorfindel to Rivendell before eventually they were able to lose the pursuing Nazgul when they were swept away in the floods over the ford of Brunnen. But this window darkens electronically, and I think this window shade's pretty cool. So, yep.
I love how during that one, the timing of the window fading to black is perfect when his summary ends.
This is your captain speaking. Our flight to Middle Earth leaves in a little bit under 45 minutes. Got great weather ahead of us.
Yeah, guys, so that's Airplane Facts with Max. TikTok is more than just a dumpster fire of humanity. Every once in a while, you find a diamond in the rough. Cool thing, he just released an EP of some songs that he wrote and recorded. They're really good songs, so you should go check it out on Spotify. I'll link to it below. If you look down below me, you'll notice that the subscribe button is red. Not as red as the Fires of Mount Doom, which was created in the First Age by Melkor, the fires of which Sauron used to create the Ring of Power in the Second Age, by which he sought to dominate all of Middle-earth, but if you click on it, you'll be subscribed to me, so yeah.